Morning world, back again. More power and more authority. Some people call me poet, some people call me prophet. My presentation name is not for sale because it's if God gave us name. Can't put a price on it. Take all those names, throw them away. They don't mean anything. The only name I want you to remember on my platform is the characteristics of Jesus, the knowledge of the universe of God, and that's the names I want you to remember while I leave. Now, could you give me 1 second? Let me get this cigarette and give you a dollar. Give me 1 second. Stick with me. You don't want to miss this one this morning. I guarantee you. But anyway, uh, back to where we was at. Uh, it's a real funny because, uh, when Jesus was talking concerning Peter, he said, and on this rock I shall build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And to you I shall give the keys of the kingdom. What keys, what you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, what you loose on earth shall be loosed on heaven. So that's my spiritual name, Peter, and I'm getting ready to loose some things. Some truth. I'm getting ready to bind up the devil. All of it. That's what I'm taking. I'm going to show you something. Staying in the house all day yesterday. Kid Papa didn't even. I had to go up inside myself. See, usually when I'm walking through it, I'll go back a couple of collective weeks and see what's been going on in my circumference. And it will show me truths. Now, this truth I'm going to present to you today is going to open your eyes. So I'm going to come down out the 5D. I'm going to show you how a statement in 3D seems concerning. It's presented behind love, but how actually it can be fun. I've got the eyes to see it, but I gave it to you. So you're not going to get too much past me. I'm telling you. Now, I've had a lot of people walking to me in the last couple of weeks saying, are you all right? He said, because I see your stomach is kind of poke it out a little bit. I said, are you all right? Here's the problem with that statement. People coming up. Because only certain people have the right. Only certain people have the right to ask me that question. I'll show you who those people are. Are you all right? It looks like you're still good. Now, that statement sounds innocent. But there's more to that statement. Like I told you, I'm going to take this one statement and turn it into a teaching, which lets you know how long I can stand up here. So if you're waiting for me to run out of information, you're wrong. I am a walking, people call me poet, and they're expecting me to say something out my mouth that is poetry. But if you look at my life, it's a piece of poetry in itself. When you see where I came from and to where I'm standing at. Now, they ask you that statement. Say, are you all right with it? See what you have to do. These are people that knew you 20 years ago. Pay attention. They seen you when you was being all dragged through the mud by them drinking demons, the drug demons, dragged them. They ain't not, what people taking your name, dragging it all through the dirt. When you had to bury your mother and your father, okay, whatever, when you had any hardships. If the people were not there, the people do not have the right to come up and ask me that question. I want to acknowledge one sister in the neighborhood. You know who you are if you watch my platform. And we're going to make sure God give it glory, so I'm not going to mention it. But this sister, every time I see her, she said, "How you doing, preacher?" Sounds like something that doesn't mean anything, right? Might not mean nothing to you, but it means a lot to me. Because when I was on my back and all that, and I know she had all her issues, even though she wasn't there to be around all my issues, you understand what I'm saying? She always seen me. She seen my purpose before I seen it. She been calling me preacher all the way up to this day, and what am I standing for? Because every man's a preacher, but it's the message that man gives, and does that message give people clarity? That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you clarity. Now, she's one of the people that deserve to come up and ask me that question. If you were never in any of those places in my life, you do not have the right to come up and ask me that question. Now, if I was everywhere when you was on your back, you needed food, I have the right to come up and ask you that question. You don't have the right to come up and ask me that question. Because if you weren't concerned then, I'm sure that you're not concerned now. Now let me show you what's going on. You have covens, and you have, and a coven is anything, a coven is anything that is seven to many old people up. Scripture says people cannot walk together unless they agree. So these are the people that have agreed to hide the truth and try to manifest the lie and push it. Here's what they don't understand. Truth, it stands by itself. It does not need any support. Look around me. I don't have any support. I have support, but you can't see. The whole point is, when they come and ask you that question, they're not asking you that question because they're concerned. Let me tell you why they're asking. They're hoping that there is something that is not right with you. Come on now. I'll tell you like 607. Don't play with me. I'm from the realms. Don't play with me. They're asking that question because they're hoping. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to get their wings, turn into a flying monkey, go back to the coven, people that they should agree with, and spread that amongst themselves, because they've already put word curses out on you. They try to, every place that you were advancing at, they went in there and planted a seed, hoping that it would stop you from going forward. The scriptures, be strong in the Lord, power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to fight against the wiles of the devil. For we fight not against flesh and bone, but spiritual wickedness, high places. And stop looking in the air. Double doing all this work right here in people's hands. You can take 10 people and show them that statement, and I'll guarantee you that they'll all come up with different. I bet you won't none of them come up with what I'm saying. Because we all live in multi-universes. And I'm talking about your head. Okay? So, double is all this influence right here. What he does is he comes down, and the best way for him to get to God is to try to take his creation and create havoc and destruction. You understand what I'm saying? Havoc and destruction. Understand? He feels that this can hurt God. He will use people's fingers and toes and their minds to do his will. So let me come about this teaching. So what they'll do is they'll go to hoping that it'll destroy you, but now watch this. People come and told you I was a no good so and so, this and that. I don't know how many years ago. I'm sure it was you. But what they spoke into your ear gate, you've seen it with your own eyes. Where I can. Here we are 20 years later. Is anything they said is real? You're sitting here looking at reality. Which exposes them to be the liars that they are. See, this is what I come to do. I'm not here to destroy people. I'm here to destroy anything that is trying to stop God's truth. So they truly expose themselves. Now, here's what they're hoping. They're hoping you stand with that lie, but here's what comes along with that lie that you're standing. When God sends them their judgment, because you're connected to them people, that judgment is going to touch you. If you look around your life and you see things aren't going right, it may not even be because anything you're doing, it's what you're agreeing with. And if you see the truth standing up in front of your face, they was taking bets I wouldn't do it. I got a whole bunch of people who stand up around it. Who you see standing with me? By myself. So that should let you know that's not my power. But I'm sending this message out to any of those people that were not there for me. Stop coming up asking me whether I'm all right. Because now God has made me a table in front of my enemy. No, I'm moving slower. I'm eating better. I'm doing good. Don't come ask me that question. Because you know what I'm going to do? If you don't sit in a circle of the people that noticed me when I was on my back, I'm just going to look at you and walk off and leave you standing. So send this message out.